Hi, I'm Chef Tony Matassa. Today we're making Brazilian-style flank steak with homemade chimichurri. Now I know a lot of people are sometimes put off making flank steak because it can sometimes come out rather tough and dry. But today I'll show you my go-to method for getting around that. We'll begin by making the marinade for the steak. Starting off with some diced yellow onion, some cilantro finely chopped, and some fresh parsley finely chopped. Go ahead and add these ingredients to a large mixing bowl. Here I have some minced thyme, some fresh chopped rosemary, and this is fresh garlic paste. Follow that with some thinly sliced lemon peel, some coarse salt, and a little dried oregano. Now I like to add a good bit of extra virgin olive oil. The fat in the marinade will help to infuse flavor and keep the steak juicy when we grill them. We have a little fresh squeezed lime juice, followed by some fresh lemon juice. The acid in the marinade will help to tenderize the steak while adding some extra flavor. Finish off the marinade with a splash of water and some red wine. I like to use Cabernet, but feel free to use whatever kind you prefer. Go ahead and blend the marinade so that all the flavors get spread evenly throughout. I like to use an immersion blender for this because I can keep it in the same bowl. It's time to grab your flank steaks. I'm cooking 2 today. But the good thing about this recipe is that you can easily scale it up or down depending on how many people you're entertaining. Place the steaks in a zip-top bag, making sure to layer in some of the marinade in between so that they get a nice coating with all those great flavors. Press out any excess air from the bag and toss the steaks to coat. I like to let them marinate for at least an hour and up to about 8 hours. Now that our steak's marinating, we can hop on this chimichurri. Start off with some fresh chopped parsley, followed by some freshly chopped cilantro. This will give the chimichurri a really nice fresh flavor. Next, add in some seeded jalapeno. I like to start off with 1 and add more after I taste it because jalapenos can vary in their heat level. Follow that with some red pepper flakes, a little coarse salt, some fresh garlic paste, and some minced shallot. Now just finish off the chimichurri with some extra virgin olive oil, some red wine vinegar, and a little water. It's time to blend everything together. This flavor combination goes so well with steak. It really complements the concentrated beef flavor that flank steak has. Go ahead and blend the chimichurri until it's at a sauce consistency. Once the steaks have marinated, it's time to preheat your grill for direct high heat. You want to remove the steaks from the fridge and allow them to come to room temperature before searing. I like to let my grill preheat on high for about 10 minutes to ensure the best sear when the steaks hit the grids. From the look of the vapors rising from our steaks, we should end up with some really nice grill marks. After about 2 minutes, go ahead and give the steaks a turn so that they'll have a nice crosshatch. At this point, I like to close the lid for a couple minutes. Then the steak should be ready to flip to the second side. Nice! These are looking great. I always love how the grill marks look on a DCS. The wider grids put a really great crust on the steak. After another 2 minutes, we can go ahead and crosshatch the second side. That is a beautiful sight. All right, it's time to take these steaks off and let them rest for about 5 minutes before slicing. While the steaks rest, I like to grill up some veggies to go along with them. When it comes to slicing the steak, be sure to look at which way the grain of the steak runs. You always want to slice across the grain of flank steak for the most tender slices with minimal connective tissue. The great thing about flank steak is the thinner edges will be cooked more medium and the center will tend to be medium rare, which makes this great to cook for parties with people who like their steaks cooked to different doneness levels. You can plate yours how you'd like, but I like to plate up some chimichurri on the side and spoon some over the slices for serving. All right, it's time to dig in. It came out just right. And that was so much cheaper and quicker than hopping on a plane and flying to Brazil. Am I right? Thank you for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it and hope that you'll check back often and watch some of the other recipe videos that we have up. You can hit the like button if you'd like and subscribe. I'm Chef Tony Matassa, and remember, at BBQGuys.com, we smoke the competition.